Once upon a time when an auto manufacturer debuted a new car, they would do it in an auto show. Those days are long gone, because I'm out here just outside of San Francisco where Audi just debuted the brand new 2019 Audi e-Tron, Audi's first all-electric car, and it's right in there. But the problem is that this is an event for dealers and Audi aficionados and a lot of German brass, and they're all kind of right around the cars. Plus, they've got Diplo in there spitting some tunes and people are partying, so it's so loud you couldn't hear a word that I would say in there. So I'm gonna do it from out here. And coming up right now, everything you need to know about the new 2019 Audi e-Tron. Let's start with the stuff that we do know about the 2019 Audi e-Tron Quattro. First, the Europeans get much cooler rearview mirrors. They're actually camera mirrors, you know, those kind you see on prototype. Well, they're legal in Europe, they're illegal here. Europeans also get cooler headlights. Now, Audi has not yet confirmed official range, but it's going to be in the neighborhood of about 250 miles on a charge. Plus, Audi says that this is one of the fastest charging cars around. It'll charge up to about 80% of its battery in just 30 minutes.
We wanted a vehicle that would have the widest appeal possible, and we pushed very hard. I think you'll see when you see the car in person. It's mid-size SUV, seating for 5 adults. It's very comfortable in all 5 positions. You've got ample cargo capacity with 57 cubic feet with the seats down. It's an SUV from Audi. Of course, you've got standard Quattro all-wheel drive. Air suspension is standard in the e-Tron, which gives you a lot of benefits from ride to ride quality, to handling, to efficiency. It's got all of the technology that we're bringing with the new A8. And one of the big things that we pushed from the perspective of the US is it had to be able to tow, because SUVs are expected to be able to tow. So it has a strong towing capacity of 7,000. And of course, it drives like an Audi.
What does it mean in the competitive landscape really with this size? So we got the Model X here, the recently announced EQC, and the Jaguar I-Pace, some of our other EV competitors. You'll see that the e-Tron is right in the middle of all those. This was done on purpose. This is a mid-size SUV at the heart of the market where everyone wants to be in the luxury segment, and this car is delivering on that. But let's take a look how it looks with some of the other more traditional competitors. So you'll see our Q8 that we recently announced over here, pretty close in size to the e-Tron. And as far as the mainstream internal combustion engine competitors, we have the X5 and the GLE. In terms of length, the e-Tron is right there with them. Yes, it is a little bit shorter, but this was done on purpose to help improve efficiency of the vehicle, get a little less drag, and make sure that, yes, we have the right packaging, the right size for the US customer. At the heart of any Audi is always Quattro, and the e-Tron is no different. So we have our battery here that you see here, as well as our 2 electric motors. So we have an electric motor on the front axle, electric motor on the rear axle. And the enemy really of any electric car is always heat. So our engineers thought of this and fought against it. And we have a cooling lance that goes right through the electric motor to keep it cool, keep it at its right operating temperature, and make sure that it's durable, performs well. And actually, if you want to see a cutaway of that, we have electric motors on display here and the battery as well, so you can see just how advanced the cooling system is in this car.
The battery is 95 kilowatts. It's made by LG, which is a good thing because LG owns a lot of the patents for electric car batteries.
So let's go a little deeper. Let's talk about the batteries.
Yeah, exactly. So let's take a look at the battery. With the battery, there's really 3 things you want to remember: longevity, performance, and safety. So what do we mean by that? Longevity really, again, just goes back to the cooling. So we're able to keep the battery operating at its optimal temperature. So we're so confident in the longevity and the durability of the battery that we doubled the vehicle warranty on it. So with the battery, you get an 8-year, 100,000 mile warranty. The rest of the vehicle retains the standard 4-year, 50,000 mile warranty that Audi is known for. In terms of performance, again, sticking with the cooling topic here, we are able to charge at 150 kilowatts. No other electric vehicle on the market is able to charge at 150 kilowatts. But what does that really mean for the customer? Well, it means that they're getting about 80% of their charge in about 30 minutes. So that's less time stopping on the highway waiting for your car to recharge and more time actually traveling. In addition, if you've ever driven an electric car, maybe on the highway or something like that, and you've needed to overtake something, you'll see sometimes that it starts to get a little bit hot. Not with the e-Tron. This car was built for the Autobahn. It was designed for the Autobahn to make sure that if you need the power in an emergency, it's there for you and you're able to get around what you need to get around. Finally, safety. So let's just take it from the bottom here. You see that we have a lower protection cover made of aluminum. This is a puncture-resistant cover, and it's made to protect the battery from any road debris that might come up. Next is the cooling system. This is separate from the battery pack itself. It's underneath the battery pack by design. It gave us better performance, but also better safety. So in the event of an accident, rather than having the battery coolant mixed with the battery fluid, it actually is designed to flow away from the battery and stay separate from the battery fluid. Next, we have the battery frame, and there's actually a crumple zone on this battery frame that you see on the side over here. Again, this was designed for safety so that in the event of a side impact, the vehicle is the first impact, the crumple zone is next, and that's meant to stop any energy from reaching the battery. But if the accident is severe enough, we have an integrated crash structure as well. So this will act in the event of an accident to divert energy away from the battery modules, keep the occupants safe, and make sure that you can be on your way.
Luckily, we do know the price. It's going to be $74,800 starting, which is about $5,000 more than the Jaguar electric car. Now, for that price, you also get, well, let me have Audi tell you what you get.
With the e-Tron, we are going to do 2 trim lines. Car starts with Premium Plus, and we'll have a Prestige on top of that. We're announcing today the base price of the Premium Plus is $74,800, and then there's the $7,500 tax credit that can be taken out of that in the US, so $74,800. Premium Plus comes very well equipped. We've tried to reduce the complexity, make it as easy as possible for customers to order it. Basically, it starts on 20-inch wheels with all-season tires. We've got 19s, 20s, and 21s that are all seasons in the e-Tron. Top view camera, we've got safety systems like Preset City standard with the pedestrian protection and the stop traffic. You've got side assist, Presense rear with the rear cross traffic. Matrix design LED headlamps are standard on the vehicle, so we're bringing out our Matrix LED headlights this year in all of our C&D cars. And once the government has released, we're working with them to get Matrix being released. Right now it's not legal, but when it is, then we'll bring it out with a software update in all of our cars, and they're standard in the e-Tron. We also have our new generation of Virtual Cockpit Plus. So it's our digital instrument cluster, and the e-Tron will have the most advanced version of our instrument cluster with a 3rd screen in it. MMI Touch Response is the new infotainment system that we're bringing, that we first introduced with the A8. Navigation is standard. We also have your home charger, your 9.6 kilowatt home chargers included in the base price of the car. Also a Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is an upgrade in some of our other vehicles, that's standard on it. Phone box, ventilated front seats, so there's the luxury that's already in, it's a standard in the car. Leather, panoramic sunroof that tilts and opens, big sunroof on it. We announced this week we'll have the first integrated toll module in the rearview mirror so no longer do you need an easy pass stuck to your windshield. It's integrated in your rearview mirror. The 2 items that are in, we're working with NHTSA to get them released for the US, the Matrix beam and also these exterior mirrors that are cameras. Those aren't legal for anyone in the US. We have them, they've been developed for the US, and when they have been released by the regulators, then we will introduce them into the US. We have Prestige, which is the top, so for $7,000 you get this Prestige package, which has a lot of hardware in it. It's got a head-up display. You've got the full driver assistance package, which is the package we've basically introduced with the A8 with the level 2 adaptive cruise assist, lane assist, intersection, Audi Presense 360. We can now see all the way around the car and prepare the car in case of a potential accident. Power soft closed doors, another nice luxury feature in there. Sunshades, dual pane glass. Individual contour seats on a Q7, that's in your luxury package. That's standard on the e-Tron. And you've got massage in there. I know a lot of people love the massage. That's in the Prestige. Upgrade in leather, and then air quality package we have. And then basically on a prestige model, you're basically deciding, do I need the 21s? You know, the 20s look great on the car, and you can decide if you want to upgrade the wheel size or not. So it's a very well-equipped car with, on Premium Plus, you're deciding, do I need driver assistance? On Prestige, you're just choosing a wheel or not. And then on top of that, for the launch of the car, we have...
So we have a very special edition for the car. We have the Edition 1, e-Tron Edition 1. This is limited to 999 units, and it's built upon the Prestige package, so you're getting a fully loaded car, cold weather package included, but you're getting some things that'll really set the Edition 1 apart from the rest of the e-Trons on the road. It's only available in Daytona gray metallic paint. You get special 21-inch Edition 1 only wheels. You get orange brake calipers to signal that it is an e-Tron, and you get that e-Tron orange with that. And then you also get the night vision assistant. So if you're looking for a customer who's interested in night vision assistant, the only way to get it is with the Edition 1 package.
There'll only be about 1,000 of those launch editions, so if you're jonesing for the Audi e-Tron Quattro, go ahead and put your order in, because the order banks, according to Audi, are open tonight, even though the car won't be available for at least another 6 months. They're going to produce about 200 cars a day in Belgium, and the motors are actually made in Europe as well.
Like you mentioned, this is an SUV that's really aimed at the heart of the fastest growing market. It's got seating for 5, lots of cargo area. It's got the equipment that luxury buyers expect. It has the driver assistance, the infotainment that we brought with our flagship sedan recently, and it also has all the luxury features that premium buyers want, such as massage seats and ventilation in the car. It's really got the fit and finish and the build quality that you'd expect from an Audi. So you get in this car and you think, this is really what Audi is all about. And it also happens to be electric, which brings us to the technology.
Yeah, this is our first implementation of electric Quattro. So now, instead of having one power source feeding all 4 wheels, you have 2 separate motors that are able to act independently of each other on each axle. So really new technology that we're excited about. And with any electric car, you have to have the right ecosystem. The e-Tron is no different, and we made sure that our customers would be ready to go. So we partnered with Electrify America, who's stationed right here. You can look at their station, so that our customers will be able to charge at 150 kilowatts when we launch this car and stop for less on the highways. So we made their public charging experience very easy. For home charging, we partnered with Amazon. So getting a home charger installed at home is as simple as shopping on Amazon. All you have to do is hit 1 click, and the customer can get either a 240 plug installed in their garage or a full level 2 charging station installed in their garage.
And Matt, that Electrify America actually comes with your car. A subscription with Electrify America comes with your
Correct.
car. Correct.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. So you'll get 1,000 kilowatt hours with every e-Tron that you can use at Electrify America stations over 4 years. And within that 4 years, you'll also get dynamic point of interest data. So that means you'll be able to see if these Electrify America stations are being used or not. And you'll get route planning, so that you can plan your route in your navigation and tell you exactly where the stations are and how long you need to stop for. And again, with the My Audi app as well, you can do the route planning from the app, and you also have additional features like preconditioning, automatic preconditioning, charging at certain times. So if you get time of use rates through your electricity provider, you'll be able to take advantage of those with the e-Tron. So we really thought about the whole ecosystem with the whole car, and we're really excited for you guys to be here today and see it.
Now, style-wise, there will be other e-Trons coming, a fastback. Well, let me show you.
We plan to offer more than 20 new models until 2025. Some will be plug-in hybrids, and half of them will be fully electric. Following the Audi e-Tron, we will launch the Audi e-Tron Sportsback next year, an electric-powered compact model in 2020, as well as a 4-doors Gran Turismo, which will be a spectacular car in the same year. The Audi e-Tron GT will be the sporty spearhead of our electric cars. We believe in the midst of the next decade, 30% of household cars will be electrified. So the Audi e-Tron is just the beginning of a lot of new cars. It's the beginning and the first of its kind.
Well, guys, thanks for joining me outside of San Francisco for the world premiere of the new Audi e-Tron. The party is raging in there, so if you love Diplo and you love to dance, this is the place to be. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fastlane Car. Check out tflcar.com for more news, views, and of course, the strangest car debuts. Yeah, it's getting wild out here. See you guys next time. Ciao.